Hello, it's Kay White with Girls in Finance. Today we're going to take a look at a new prompt guide that I'm working on. And I want to, let me get to my ChatGPT. Here we go. I want to take you through some creations, and I've started working on some things prior to getting on this live with you, but let me go ahead and back up. I want to show you some of the gorgeous prompts that are outlined in the prompt guide that I'm working on. I am going to create some more. And what I want to do is take this at a variety of different ways. I'm going to let ChatGPT, in this case, we are using DALL-E because we're focused on the art creation. But I'm going to let ChatGPT, the text portion of this, guide me a little bit. I want to get some instruction. I want to get some aid. I want to show you how you can let ChatGPT actually give you the ideas. The whole concept to me when you start working with GPTs is to create a GPT or have access to a GPT that can really become your assistant. Today, I am working with my mentor's GPT, and it's Coco Twins Bohemian Beauty Pro, a Prompt Pro rather. And so let's think about what type of questions will we ask if we're trying to figure out how we can create something to monetize. Where would we start? We know that we're going to get these beautiful, gorgeous um, African American or Black or people of color beauties to work with, but how can we use them? What can we do to monetize them? And where should we start with our own creation? So I'm going to say, I'm interested in creating a digital product full of vibrant and you could say, can you assist me with this? Or I'm going to say, please give me some ideas. And let's start there. So I've said, I'm interested in creating a digital product full of vibrant bohemian beauties. Please give me some ideas. So let's take it from there and see what happens. And it's telling me that it's going to give me some ideas. Let's scroll down a little bit and see what exactly we get here. I'm loving some of these already. So the very first one is Bohemian Beauty Digital Art Collection. Create a series of paintings or illustrations featuring bohemian beauties in various settings: urban, natural, fantastical. Each piece can explore different themes such as empowerment, creativity, and connection to nature, showcasing a range of styles from realistic to abstract. Ooh, I like that. So that's the digital art collection that's being recommended. And I've certainly done this before. I've created some digital paintings and illustrations that I've sold. But let's keep going. Let's see what else we have here that might be a good option for us. Printable Bohemian coloring book. I like that. This sounds nice. I might very well take that on. With coloring books, you have to be very mindful of the shading and making sure that you're creating really good coloring pages that have clarity and are what's the word I want to say? I guess maybe consistent. Sometimes if you're not careful with your prompting, in your creations, you can start to get dark backgrounds depending on the image depicted. But that's certainly something we can play around with. And then the next one is Bohemian Lifestyle Planner. I've done a number of different types of planners before. And that certainly is something that you can create as a digital product. But let's keep going. I want to see what else we have here. And then Bohemian Beauty portrait series with quotes. Ooh, I like that. Pair digital portraits of Bohemian beauties with empowering and inspirational quotes. This can be sold as a printable wall art or compiled into a digital book, serving as a daily inspiration. Ooh, let me think about that. I've done card decks and I've done like a series of cards, but I have not done a digital book, so that might be something for us to consider. And number five, Bohemian Digital Sticker Pack. I used to do a lot of stickers, and this is certainly something else that we could do. You know, the more I think about this, I'm thinking maybe I'll pair stickers with a digital book. What do you all think about that? I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to think about that as I continue to go through these. The next one is Virtual Bohemian Wardrobe. Ooh, I kind of like that too. I think that would be nice. We could do a Bohemian wardrobe and just fill it with different clothes and accessories. And it says users can mix and match pieces to inspire their real life wardrobe or use them in digital fashion platforms. Oh, I love that. And then the next one, Bohemian Beauty Avatars offer a service to create custom digital avatars in a bohemian style. Ooh, that's another good one. There's so many good ideas here. I'm probably going to do some of these. And then the next one is Interactive Bohemian Beauty ebook. Huh. What is that all about? Let's see. Interactive. Write and illustrate an ebook that explores the bohemian lifestyle, incorporating interactive elements such as clickable links to do it yourself tutorials, playlists, meditation guides. Wow, that's a whole new level there. I love that. Yes, include illustrations and stories of bohemian beauties living in their phil- philosophies. Huh, interesting. Like that. Okay, Bohemian Beauty AR filters. Develop augmented reality filters for social media platforms that can transform users with bohemian inspired beauty looks, including floral crowns, face paint, and ethereal backgrounds. Huh, okay. Bohemian Beauty Workshop Series hosts a series of online workshops teaching participants how to create their own Bohemian beauty art from drawing and painting to digital illustration. Each session could focus on different aspects of techniques, building a community of like-minded creators. That is. Let's see, creatives. I love this. All of these are pretty cool. I'm trying to think, which do I want to do. I think I'm gonna start with, let's see. Let's start with the Bohemian Beauty Portrait series with quotes. Okay, okay, I'm gonna say I like number 4. And maybe we have enough information, I don't know, but just for the sake of gaining more clarity here, I've said, okay, I like number 4 in the above list. Please continue to explore this. And that is the Bohemian Beauty Portrait series with quotes. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and let's see what we get from that. Okay, it says great choice exploring the idea of pairing digital portraits of bohemian beauties with empowering and inspirational quotes can create a deeply resonant and visually captivating product. Here's how to further develop this concept. This is what I love about being a creator in this space of AI. I love being a person who creates and sells digital products and having ChatGPT and DALL-E quickly give me a concept and me being able to run with the concept. I love that. It's a great way to quickly create content for your digital products and designs. And so far, this is what it has said. It's telling me the concept development is number 1, theme selection. Decide on specific themes or messages you want to convey throughout your portraits, such as empowerment, self-love, creativity, freedom, resilience. These themes will guide the selection of quotes and the design of each portrait. Okay, let's see. I'm going to say, well, let me keep reading first. The first section, it says quote curation. Collect a variety of quotes that align with your chosen themes. These can be from famous authors, poets, activists, or original sayings that inspire positivity and reflection. Now, I like that. I think I would want some original sayings that reflect the theme concepts or the theme selection that we're going to proceed with. And then next, let's see here. Okay, next, I want to, let's see, it says art style. Define your art style for the portraits. Will they be realistic, semi abstract, or stylized? Consider vibrant colors, intricate patterns, and symbolic elements that reflect the bohemian spirit. Ooh, there's just so much in here, so many good ideas. What I'm probably going to end up doing is starting, and then we'll pick this up another time because there's just so much in here. Oh my goodness. It says portrait creation, diverse representation. Ensure your collection includes a diverse representation of bohemian beauty, showcasing different backgrounds, hairstyles, outfits, and settings. And what I probably would also put in there is skin tone. I would want to make sure that we have a very good representation of various skin tones as a part of this bohemian experience as well. A lot of times I do create a lot of diversity or use diverse representation in my creations because I really want to inspire young people. And being African American myself, it's important to me to make sure that I am presenting content and creations that are positive and that inspire other young Black African American women, and not in for the sake of empowerment. I think it's important to really lift up and be an inspiration to anyone, but because so often there's a lack of representation or positive representation for young Black girls, I do a lot of creations with that in mind. So, and then the last thing it says, again, this is part of part two, the portrait creation. My match quotes with portraits. Pair each portrait with a quote that complements the image's mood and message. So, before I even go into number three, let me look at it real quick. And this one basically just talks about the layout, the digital format, all of that. We'll get to that. And then the marketing and the sales, it gives you a promotion strategy, all of that. And then expansion ideas class. But just so that we get started and working on something here, I'm going to start with the very first concept. And let's see. It gave me, hold on, I went a little too far. Okay, it gives me here. Okay, let me go back down. I want to make sure we stay. Okay, right here, the concept development. What I think we'll do, I want to focus on, let's see how many. I want to focus on about 15 different themes. So I'm going to say, thanks for the ideas. First, let's start with theme selection. I would like to include 15 unique themes. Please add more positive themes to the list you provided. And I'm just going to say list you provided. Okay, let's go with this. And I'm just going to say thanks here. And I'm going to see what it gives us. So once we have our themes, then we'll go into quotes and create. And I believe I like the concept of having original quotes. So I think we'll do that. You see how fast that happened? If you were doing this on your own, if I had to go and do this on, and I didn't have the assistance of ChatGPT and DALL-E, this type of content creation used to take me forever. I would have to think, well, what kind of ideas or what kind of positive things do I want to focus on? And I would probably have to do a Google search and think, oh, well, I like this, I don't like that. I go through. But when you're very clear and you're working with Chat GPT and DALL-E, you can begin to use it as a tool or as an assistant to make content creation faster, to make creating digital products, which is what I'm doing here, faster. Let's look at some of these things. So it did include some of the ones that were already provided previously. It starts with empowerment, self-love, creativity, freedom, resilience, adventure, harmony, inspiration, unity, joy, gratitude, transformation, courage, peace, and wisdom. And for each one of these, it gives an explanation of what's the meaning behind the theme. I won't read all of those to you. Let's just take a couple of them. And let's start with the very first one of empowerment, celebrating inner strength and the power of self belief. I love that. Number two, self love, embracing one's own uniqueness and practicing self care. So you get the idea. The next thing on our list was, so we got our themes. The next thing I believe was creating quotes to go along with the theme. So let's go back up here just to be sure. And it says, let's see, number two, quote curation, collect a variety of quotes or original sayings. So what I'm going to come back down here, I love the idea of original sayings. So I'm going to come back down here and say, I'm going to say thanks for a great, and you don't have to do all this talking with the with the ChatGPT and DALL-E. I do because I believe from what I've experienced and I've read and the training that I've received, I believe the more you confirm that the information is good or that it's accurate, or you're letting the system or the tool know that it's on track, the better results you're going to get. And if it's not giving you what you want, then you'll let the tool know that as well. But for the case of this, I'm going to say thanks for a great list. Next, let's create some original sayings to complement each of the 15. Yeah, I like that. Next, let's create some great original sayings to complement the listed themes you provided. Yeah, I don't think you really have to say you provided. I'm just making it even more clear. Sometimes I'm fine with ChatGPT and DALL-E that the clearer I can make it and the easier my tasks get, and there's no confusion of whether or not the tool is on track. Sometimes it seems like the tool can get off track a little bit. So sometimes I will, until I've really fine-tuned things, I will include a little bit more detail. But once it's fully trained on the concept that you're creating, usually it just goes forward and is pretty intuitive in knowing what to do next. But let's go ahead and hit enter here and see what happens, what the results are. And it's, let's see. Okay, so it's going forward. It's letting me know that it's creating the sayings to complement the themes that is already provided for me. And I love it. It's relisting each of the themes and it's giving me the original sayings to go along with it. For example, for empowerment, it says, within me lies the power to create, conquer, and thrive in my own vibrant story. And I love, love, love that. That's a wonderful thing to complement, a wonderful saying, I should say, to complement the theme. The second one is self-love. I am a masterpiece of my own making, a splendid tapestry woven with threads of my essence. Oh, that's beautiful. Creativity, my soul dances on the canvas of the world, painting dreams with the brush of imagination. All of these are so good. I'm loving this. Okay, so now that it's given us our original sayings or quotes, I'm going to go back up because next we want to figure out how we're going to lay all this out. That's the next important part here. Do we want to start with the art? I think so. It says art style is the next thing under phase one, the concept development. And it says define your art style for the portraits. Will they be realistic, semi-abstract, or stylized? I use a lot of realistic photorealism. Sometimes I'll use that mixed with cartoon. Other times I'll use some watercolor. And thinking today what I want to try. Since I have not used semi-abstract before, let's see if we can, let's try something here. I'm going to say thanks. In developing this concept, let's I don't want to say try, let's start, I'll say, with a semi-abstract let's see, combined let's see how this looks, realism. Let's start with an image that's semi-abstract. Okay, so thanks. In developing this concept, let's start with an image that's semi-abstract combined with realism. Begin with the very first theme and original saying. And let's see what type of image it gives us. We can always change this if we don't like this one, but let's get the first one and just see how it looks and then go from there. I hope you're starting to see the beauty of using ChatGPT DALL-E. It's so fun, it's so fresh, it's so comfortable in creating content and creating creations. Wow. Let's see what this looks like. Let's take a little bit closer look. That's not exactly what I'm going for. I want you have to play around with this to see a greater detail in terms of what you're looking for. A lot of the content that I create is for young girls, and so I like to create a lot of positive images, a lot of positive content, and I like creating things that they're going to be really fond of and attracted to. And my brand, Girls in Finance, is focused on encouraging just managing money, number one, and understanding that. And then we've expanded into monetizing artificial intelligence. And so keeping with that in mind, let's think about this. What I think I'm going to do is just really focus on my brand colors. And in doing so, I'm going to ask for probably a photorealism, and we can still combine a cartoon with photorealism, but that still isn't what I want. Let's try something. I'm gonna try three things here. I'm gonna say, because I create content for young, let's say African American girls and young ladies, I want to create positive images reflective of this and my brand colors. Please use a combination. Oh, I didn't say what my brand colors are, which are pink and black. I'm going to say pink and beige. That's my primary. Please use a more realistic image and maintain diversity of African American skin tone and hair style. Okay, please create an image. Please create the first image with this in mind. Okay, let's see what we get first, and we might come back and still add in some abstract, but I want to see what type of image it gives us based on what I've fed into ChatGPT and DALL-E, and we'll go from there. Oh, I like that. Within the power, I like. Now, I did not really want this text. I'm gonna have to clear off the text. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. So let's see. I want to say, let's see. Isn't exactly what I need. Please recreate without the text in the background. Let's see what we get now. Sometimes it'll take a little bit of time just getting the image exactly how you want it. And that's okay. This is such an amazing tool and process. It's worth the little time that it'll take for you to get ChatGPT and DALL-E to focus on the way you want your creation to look. So, with that in mind, let's see what we get here as the first image. I love this. This is such a cute image. I really like this image. Now, let's try something real quick. I'm going to say, this is great. Great. However, please add some expressionism to the image and include the girl smiling. How about that? We want her to smile a little bit. Okay, let's do that and see what happens. See if we get a similar image, but with it being a little bit more expressive and smiling and vibrant. Okay, let's see what happens next. And I am almost about out of time for tonight. I have another commitment, another meeting. So I'm going to have to get off in just a bit. But I wanted to hop on and get the process started. I love this. Look at that beautiful smile. Yes, this is adorable. So what we have to do is picking up on the pink and the beige that I expressed that I wanted in the image. I might take that off just to get an image that doesn't focus so much on that. I had that in mind when I was talking about the abstract. But we can go on and define the type of clothing, the attire. Do we want her to be in something more trendy? I think so. But I'm going to leave this right here for now, and we'll pick it up another time and explore a little bit further. The main thing that I wanted to emphasize today is again how you can use ChatGPT and DALL-E to get the process flowing, to begin to create content, to begin to have something to create. I love feeding information into these tools and seeing what they suggest for me and then having options available to myself. Basically, I just said that I wanted to create a digital product. So let's keep that in mind. I encourage you to try on your own to begin creating digital content and see what you can start to create. But again, we'll pick this up and go into more detail further, but that's it. That's all I have time for today. Okay, take care again. This has been Kay White. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to exploring further with this same concept and seeing if we can come up with some really nice motivational content. I think it was a book that we were talking about doing with positive images and positive quotes and seeing how we can create that into a digital product. We'll continue the process. Okay, another time. Thank you so much. Take care. K White Girls in Finance. By the way, be sure to look in the description because I'm going to include in there something more about creating African American hairstyles and skin tones. I have a prompt guide that I think can be very useful for that. And so you can actually get it on sale. I believe I have it marked on sale right now, but I'll include the link. And today is the 8th, and I believe that sale runs through Probably, I want to say it runs through Monday. But okay, take care. Have a good day.